Hi, welcome to Inspirational Enthusiasm. I'm Lori, and we're going to, cards are already flipping. Obviously, there's some messages coming out. So, this week we're going to be talking about love since we have Valentine's Day coming up in just a few days. I think it's about 7 days away. So, what I'd like to do is get a good reading for each of the signs and let you know what I'm picking up on. So, if you're new to tarot readings, some things that are good for you to know is that not everything in a reading may resonate with you. So, whatever resonates, you keep, and what doesn't, just ignore or throw away, however you choose to do it. But it's important to note that, tarot reading is actually a visual storytelling. So this is about, for me, it's always been when I watch it, it's about learning, picking up little tidbits, things that help me on my journey. My spiritual journey or awakening started back in 2018 in earnest. I know for years I had been having, bits and pieces, dribs and drabs of my spiritual awakening, but in that year of 2018, it hit me like a ton of bricks. So I had a job change, I had relationship change, I had gone through a divorce, and all throughout that year, I went through seizures and just all kinds of things that were just really crazy in my life, which, unbeknownst to me at the time, was all setting me up for my awakening. And for those of you that don't know what a spiritual awakening is, spiritual awakening, it really challenges everything that you thought you knew in life, everything that you believed. And it really, to me, is a mass deprogramming of things that I've learned throughout my life. And realizing that we're in a bigger place. The universe is vast, and things that we think we might know, intuitively we're feeling something different, and that's okay. So it really helped expand me and help me reach out and find people that could help me on my healing journey. So that's the big thing. That's the other thing that has happened to me throughout my spiritual awakening is the mass healing, finding out the things that impacted me when I was young. And, we pick up a lot of issues from 0 to 7. There's a lot of programming that happens during that age time or that age period. And as we get older, we don't realize that we are doing things subconsciously that we picked up during that time. And there are wounds and things that happen that, we're too young to say, okay, well, this is good and this is bad. And our discernment is being developed at that time. So as I'm 54 years old, so as I hit my spiritual awakening, it was, like I said, it was about 4 years ago. So I was 50. And I had to do some mass healing from trauma that I experienced my entire lifetime. And just to hit a couple of the highlights of my early childhood, things that I had to overcome were things like, unfortunately, there was sexual abuse, there was physical abuse, emotional abuse. I had a lot of things happen to me along the way that were very challenging. So I tell you this not for empathy or sympathy, but I tell you this to let you know that we all go through things. The older we get, the more we have gone through. And even though I've gone through so much, and we'll talk about it as the channel progresses, I'll go through more stories and give you some more insight to my background. But just understand that the more we go through, the more we learn. So at first, it feels like it's happening to us. As I've gone through this awakening, it's made me realize that it was actually happening for me, and it was happening to teach me and to help other people. And I've been able, luckily, to stay positive pretty much throughout my journey. I had some very rebellious years when I was younger, and I had some very challenging years that I put myself through. Because of that early trauma, I actually started drinking at a very young age, at 11, and I'm a recovering alcoholic. So I didn't stop drinking until I was 47 years old. So you do the math, it's about 7, 8 years now. So all of those things that happened, I realize now that at the time I felt like things were happening to me. And in hindsight, I can see that what the reasons were. When I see clients and I help them through their spiritual awakening and just through daily and weekly and monthly issues, those issues I went through in my past are actually helping me to identify with those people and to help give them my experience to show how I came through it. And I don't know about you all, but the more that I have found people like me that have gone through trying times, the more I realize that we can get through it. Um, we can get through it together. We're here to support one another, and it's important to find those people. So I know it's a little long-winded, but I just wanted to let you know a little bit of my background so you understand where I'm coming from when you're watching these videos. So let's see, am I missed anything? So we're going to go through, this is going to be the love reading for February, and I'm going to go through each sign. I'll have each of them posted separately. Any information that or any questions that you may have, hopefully we will be covering it in the description box. So everything you typically need to know is in the description box below. Anything else I'm missing? I think that I've covered it all. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments section. If you want to book a personal reading, I have information also in the description box. And and if you could like, subscribe, and share, that would be great. That way you will get notified and the content will go out there for more people to see and hopefully help them. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get to the readings. All right. We're going to do our reading for Taurus. How are my Taurus or Taurians doing this month? This is your February 2022 love reading for my beautiful Taurus. A lot of Taurians in my life. Very lovely people. You all are. All signs, but a little partial to my Taurus. All right. So, if you are new to my readings, I am going to lay them out, and then I will let you know what I am seeing, and we will move on from there. So the way I lay out the cards in my readings, or this one, is this card is the overarching energy for the reading. These cards are all about what's going on, the process throughout the reading, and then I always pull the bottom card of the deck to tell you what's going on with your subconscious or your shadow side. So for Taurus, this is interesting because we have the Queen of Cups. And so for Taurus out there, I can see someone, I mean, this is a love reading for sure because there's some very feminine, nurturing, loving energy coming into your life. Whether or not it's already there, it's coming in. And you have, this is a pretty significant reading because there's quite a few major arcana in this reading. For those of you new to tarot readings, major arcana are about like the big things in life. The minor arcana are all about the details. And here we've got the Temperance, the King of Wands, and the Star. This is really powerful. So it feels like for the Taurus out there is that it feels like you're really coming into a new relationship that feels loving and caring and actually coming out of something that might have been challenging in the past. The Temperance card, this is Archangel Michael, and there's 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the water. So I'm picking up that this feels like you are finding your balance in something that feels new and exciting and passionate. And the energy of this is just really healing. So it's a nurturing, balanced, fiery as well energy that's all about healing. Now, you could be, it also looks like I see something in the past that you're needing to put down or that you have put down. There's like some sneaky energy in there. And for any of you that's watched the movie Mr. Deeds, it's one of my favorite movies for a couple different reasons. But This Five of Swords, it looks like he's sneaking away. And in that movie, there's a character, and he's funny as heck. When he moves to different places, he's very fast, and he says, "I'm sneaky, sneaky." So it looks like you have some sneaky energy that you were walking away from or coming out of, and moving into this really strong energy. So the good news is that you're pulling out of that, but you've learned a lot from that past relationship, and you're moving into, again, this is very loving, nurturing energy. You've gotten a lot of strength from the past, moving into a joyous, celebratory energy. And I know a few Taurus in my life that I know that this will resonate with. Hopefully, this resonates with you. It's about putting down the past putting down the baggage of the past, and taking a rest. Being in this new relationship, because I feel like this is about a new relationship for the Taurians out there. This is about resting, taking care of yourself, really enjoying moving into a new space um, of just taking it easy, taking it slow. So this is slowing down, really slowing down when you move into new relationships. Some of you out there may have jumped in time after time into relationships, or you could have come out of a really long-term relationship, and now you're moving into something that's new. But it's important to take it slow. Don't rush, and really feel like that there's a wish granted. This is a relationship that you've really been wanting for a long time. Something that really meets your needs in a really beautiful way. And then underneath, there's a Lover's card. So this is a choice. This is a choice. This is your choice. This is you finally deciding to pull into a relationship that is about mutual respect, mutual understanding, and walking away from anything that was nefarious is the word that's coming into my mind. It could have been, there could have been a narcissistic relationship that you came out of. It also could be indicative of someone that just wasn't honest with you or honest with themselves about their feelings. So beautiful energy. And for the Taurians out there, there's also some signs that I'm seeing. So I see you could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, Aquarius, or even Gemini. Could be anybody, but those signs are standing out the most. So for February, this is your beautiful love reading for 2022.